Yeah, he needed to learn how to beat LeBron James. Like LeBron James can't die until Jesus has learned how to beat him.
How many Jesus would it take to beat LeBron James?
Oh wow. Like, is he allowed to cheat?
He is allowed to, but he won't because he's Jesus.
Okay.
Right? Like
Like
that's a
Jesus
trick
and the
that's a
12
trick question.
disciples
Ooh.
versus
Well, I don't think all
versus
12 of them. I don't
LeBron.
think all 12 of them.
He brings up Judas.
Oh, Jesse, I've got some good news for you.
Can I guess?
Okay, you can. I think that's like building up more suspense, though, and that's just kind of gonna be disappointing then when you hear the real thing.
Did you shave your pubes into a landing strip?
Would that be good news for you?
I mean, I would love to hear that. Like I don't care how your pubic situation is, but it would be very like I would enjoy that quite a bit if you told me that. So
Okay.
yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is, when I was at the store earlier today, they had a new wine was on the shelf.
Oh shit.
Because I was getting desperate. Like there are no more. Like what am I gonna do?
Was it 19? Did you get 19?
No. This one, I can't read the name of it now. It's a fucking, like, Italian one.
What?
From Italy.
That must have run you at least like 700 yen.
No, it was the same price as the gulpable Spaniard. It was like 560 yen.
That's insane.
I think that's what the Spaniard costs.
No, the Spaniard was more than that because the Spaniard was a real wine.
No, the Spaniard was cheap, dude. You're wrong. The Spaniard
Wow.
was like 500 or 600. I was under 7, I know that. These two are in the same price range.
All right, well we're gonna get the showcase.
It's
here.
like, okay, I don't know how to read Italian words because it's just like a bunch of letters.
Just like bippity boppity, like
Villa
it's a me,
Villa
it's a me
Ducali. The
wine.
Villa Ducali.
Villa Ducali. Oh yeah. Was that racist? Am I allowed to do that?
That's one of those things where like some you can kind of get away with mocking the French and the Italians and the
Yeah,
Germans.
exactly.
Like Europeans, like this is one of those times where it's like we can't as I'm saying we as like European descent people, like we can't get upset
Yeah.
with that because we fucked over so many people so many times. Like you just gotta deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you start doing doing some Chinese like noises like ching or chong, like that's pretty fucking racist. But you can get away with it with the Italians, like oh papa de bee, like it's
Yeah.
me.
All right, let me try this. The smell isn't good. I will say that.
Whoa, stinky! It's a stinky Italian boy. But
Ooh,
it's
that's
they like their stinky cheeses. So like maybe like it's all about the
In
stink. But, like,
Italy?
deep inside, it's like rich, and flavorful.
Oh boy, I don't want to say it's bad. That is so acidic. Fuck me.
Your teeth are gonna be gone by the end of this.
Oh, ah. I mean, I don't personally like it, but it's not like 18. Like it's drinkable.
You mean acidic? Like it's like sour or it like hurts your teeth? Or,
Haven't
like,
you
what?
ever had like the acidity in wine? Like this is just a really acidic one.
Like do you like feel it in your mouth or your teeth or something? Like
Just
how do you describe it?
like the taste. It's like that feeling that you
Sharp.
get. Yeah, kind of. I think it's just really high. Like battery acid. Oh, fuck, we went for a third one. I thought it was only gonna be 2.
We haven't really talked about the weird finger monster, have we?
Yeah, well, I mean, we a little bit, just like to address, like, it's just kind of weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know what else it's got. Like, what is this, and why is it? There are a lot of
love
questions,
the
like,
big thummy
fuck.
head though. The big thummy head's good.
I think the bosses like this that are so not human are arguably harder to fight because it's hard for me to like predict what is going to be like where the hitbox is or like where I'm going to get hit from.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
think that's part of
it's
weird.
like I can like that like I can dodge, well I can't, but in theory I can dodge like someone swinging a sword at me because I know what that prompt looks like.
But when the fingers go down in the butterfly position, it's hard
It's like,
to...
I don't know what's gonna happen here. And then the thumb, it just comes at like weird angles. Nowhere is safe.
This thing would be a very good goaltender, though. You put a bunch of like little blockers and catchers on its little fingers. That thing would be all over the place.
Man, we didn't talk about this, but the other night I was at deck hockey.
Oh, you made it to deck hockey.
I made it to. I can make it. So I can play on the deck hockey. You can put me in, coach. And
what about the train though?
It worked out in not interesting ways. So, what the fuck is happening? Like, I want to go pop one of those, but I think it'd do damage to me. Oh. So I asked my friend, like, oh, like, what's the level of like skill or competition? Oh, the Scottie Pippen. What's the level of skill or competition? He's like, oh, like, don't worry about it. Like, it's not too competitive. I get there. There's a fucking dude practicing on inline skates, just fucking tearing it up, making crazy shots. And I'm like, what about him? And he's like, oh yeah, he used to play in the NCAA. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, this is on skates?
It isn't on skates, but he just was warming up on skates. But for me, it's...
Each seems to get one guy on skates who's just like really good. He just flies around.
But it was just... I didn't know what to think. It's like, oh yeah, the level of competition isn't too low. Oh yeah, this guy just played in the NCAA. It's like, what the fuck? This is not what I signed up for.
Team?
No, he was on the other team.
Oh shit. Okay. And what position did you play?
I played forward.
Like center or winger?
They didn't keep track of that because, like, there's not that many subs, so it's just like whoever like you subbed in for, like, you just take that spot.
I see.
So just cool. Offense or defense.
Did you get the big like shin pads that you can slide around on?
Some people had them, but I didn't.
Oh man, it's rough without them, dude.
Well, I wasn't sliding.
Yeah, that's the best part though, is just sliding around. I used to get so many penalties, and I would just go feet first into people all the time.
And there was one man who was probably like 40 years old and just like overweight and balding, but he would fucking take slap shots that were going so fast that everyone was like, oh yeah, if he's lining up a shot, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like you just let him score. Like, don't like, he can't run, he can't fucking move, but he's got just like the killer shot that will go in.
Were these like a mixture between like white people and Japanese people? Or
yeah,
what?
It was mostly Canadians and some Japanese people.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I was the only American, and they were kind of like, oh, American, huh? And then I'd be like, oh, I'm from Pittsburgh, and they'd kind of be like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, like famous John Gibson, a famous American Pittsburgh hockey player. Boom.
Well, I think just like
TJ Miller.
I think they were all just worried that I didn't know like the rules or like understand the game.
What?
Because I guess the assumption is that like Americans just won't know how to play.
Did you say when's the last time a Canadian team won the cup?
Well, that's what I said.
Like
anytime, as soon as I said I was like, oh yeah, like I'm from Pittsburgh, then they were more on board with it. They're like, oh yeah, Pittsburgh. Oh fuck. I like how I didn't know when that attack was actually gonna happen, so I was just rolling furiously, like it's gonna happen eventually.
It reminds me of the Sunflower all over again. Oh, that's fucking wild. You gotta get out of there.
What is it? But it's everywhere.
Sun. Yeah, just go.
There's another one. Is this gonna keep happening? What is this? Does it end?
That's some fucking Griffith Berserk shit.
Dude, that just took Pot Jr. out of the fight, though. It's very rare that Pot Jr. dies.
Yeah, imagine if we had the talisman on.
You fucking love talismans.
Man, I really want to get the oh man, I really want to get the flask that boosts him. Like, should we do that this episode? That could be fun. Partly because I think you're gonna die a lot trying to do it, but also because it'd be good to have.
I think I'm gonna
Because
die a
there's
lot
not that
fighting
much
this
more in the
guy.
DLC. No, you almost had him there. This is like a joke boss.
Sometimes those are the toughest ones, dude. The hardest. I had the most deaths to. I feel like the sunflower probably.
And Bale, you made Bale look like an absolute chump. Like Bale is supposedly pretty hard, but you beat Bale in under 20 tries for sure. Sunflower, 80 tries. Oh, maybe we need to like rank something. Like that's what we do during boss fights now.
Oh, I see.
Like,
What
what
is
are
there
we
to
rating
rank though?
today? How about soup? Because I'm actually having a soup party tomorrow.
Okay.
My
Oh, the
first annual
soup party. How
Yeah,
was
this
it?
is
I
my.
thought.
I'm throwing my own
Oh,
soup
you've
party.
taken it over.
Yes, exactly. For
Oh, I
anybody that
see.
doesn't know,
Which is
so I
everyone.
grew up in like an old person neighborhood, and my neighbors at the end of the street would have a soup party every year. And this is not hyperbole. This is legitimately real when I say it was my favorite event of the year. Like I would look forward to it more than Christmas, more than Easter, more than I don't know, whatever, like my birthday. Soup party was best day. And you would go and the environment was not ideal. Like did you ever go to the soup party, Dan?
I was invited, but I couldn't make it. No, I've never been to the soup party.
Okay. I knew you came to my house for was it for Christmas?
No, I came to your
Yeah,
house for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So it was like it was probably very shortly after that. But yeah, okay. Anyway,
I
very
didn't.
kind of small, weird house filled with like a bunch of religious old people because it was like their church. But god damn, did they have soup? There was like 15 different types of soup, and they had little signs telling you how spicy they were. And there's a bunch of like little paper cups or styrofoam cups, and you just put your little soup in the cup and you try it.
I
Oh my
didn't
god, it
like
was the
that.
best. Yeah, you didn't like them like crawling on you.
I didn't think it would reach me. Like that move, like it has more range than it should have.
But yeah, so I am trying to replicate the soup party. I'm making it's not gonna be as many soups. I don't think I made 3 soups, and I have some friends that are all bringing a couple soups each. So we're gonna have probably like 7, 8 soups, maybe 10 soups, which will be very exciting.
Okay.
But so soup ranking, like number one soup.
First and foremost, though, like I feel like in the same as with all of our discussions, we're being reasonable humans. Like we're not gonna get halfway through this list and you're gonna say, "Well, that's a chowder." Like soup is soup, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, you have to say it correctly. It's chowder.
oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna
Chowder.
be like, "That's
Say
chowder."
it
Like,
right.
or like
Chowder.
this is a bisque. That's not a soup. Like soup is soup.
I will say though, if you're one of those fucking cretins that likes red chowder, you can go do one because that's fucking weird.
Okay, that's
You know what I'm
fine.
talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and that is weird. But like we're still counting that as soup.
Yeah, of course. Like a
Okay.
bisque is a
Yes,
soup,
okay.
a chowder is a soup. Like,
That's again, that's what I wanted to be like clear on.
well, here's the one thing that kind of throws me. Are we gonna say is curry a soup?
No, because curry's too powerful on its own, right? It's the same with like a chili is not soup, because like they both have their own like power ranking within them.
Whoa! You think chili is not a soup?
I'm saying we can't count it as a soup because there's so many different kinds of chili that we just have to let it go or it'll bog down the proceedings.
Wait, how many different kinds of chili are there? Like, I feel like I'm out of the loop on this one.
What are you talking about? Like people have chili contests and they make so many different kinds of chili.
Yeah, but they all just make the same kind of chili, just different
No,
ways.
dude, I went to a chili contest that had like 200 different kinds of chili and it was fucking nuts. You would not
Okay.
believe what people got going on in there.
Okay, so chili is just such a diverse
That yeah, I'm
category.
not saying it wouldn't count as a soup by its merits, but it is so again, you're correct, diverse. The same way that a curry is. That
You couldn't do like a chicken noodle soup like competition, because there's only like so many ways
yeah.
to cut a chicken noodle pie.
But chili,
if you
there's
know
like
what I mean.
regular chili. I've had white chili, I've had the green chili. There's all the different
I've
kinds of
had like,
meats.
oh dude, have you ever seen that? I think it's New Mexican chili that looks like fucking like the death's anus. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what Death
It's like
Sanus looks
really
like.
dark
No.
red. It's like dark. It looks like the Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. It's like dark red and thick as that lady from the Road to El Dorado.
Oh shit,
Shell.
that's thick.
It's thick. Did you see this was trending on Reddit, so I feel like I've justified talking about Chell. The design doc for what Chell was supposed to look like, and then the
No.
producer said it was too sexy. This was on Reddit recently. It's they wanted her to have no pants on, and she walked around with like a little what was it? It was kind of like a little poncho, but she had no pants on underneath. So it was kind of like
I
an
like
aqua
that
situation. Yeah.
Run, 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 run.
Oh, dude, this is the bad one. This is
you can't run.
No, it's not the bad one. Yeah.
Now it's got like the Eye of Sauron up there. Oh, it's gonna do something. I'm just getting away. I don't know what's happening.
But yeah, so soup. My personal. Here's my top couple soups, just personally.
Okay.
I think it is gumbo a soup.
I think we have to, because like then if it's not, what is it?
A gumbo is top 3 for sure. For me, gumbo's top 3. I think you gotta have like a nice like hearty soup as well. Maybe like a beef bourguignon, like or something like that. But also you need a bisque. You gotta have like a lobster or a shrimp bisque.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. Where do you prefer, like a lobster bisque or a clam chowder? Because they're both kind of filling the same slot in my mind.
I think I choose the bisque every time. Not that I won't ever turn my nose up at a chowder, especially with like little pieces of chewy clam. Like when I was a kid, I would like eat like a bowl of clam chowder a day, like the chunky clam chowder, and then I would put in like, I would put in it like maybe 25 to 30 potato chips. That is the best way to eat it. I would probably kill me if I tried to eat that now, but as a kid, that was phenomenal.
Now that I'm thinking about this, Jesse, I think soup is so good just on its own that this isn't even you can't make a tier list of soup because it'll be too top heavy. I think we just need to make like the good or the like, no, don't bother. There's only 2 tiers.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm into that. So how about, where do you stand on French onion?
I'm gonna put that on don't bother. Give me some fucking substance. Give me like there's not enough flavor in that.
The thing about French onion is the best part is when you eat the cheese and the bread on top.
But like, yeah, I'm thinking about the actual soup.
Gone.
The soup is like nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So like you look forward to the cheese and the bread, but you don't stay for the soup.
No, which is like that's a knock on the soup. Just eat cheese if you want cheese.
Here's one that I don't fuck with at all. Broccoli cheddar can go do one. That's a bad soup.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of like meh.
If I say somebody brings a broccoli cheddar to my soup party tomorrow, I'm gonna be disappointed in them. I will lose respect in them. But what about like just a basic chicken, like a hearty chicken noodle with like some egg noodles, maybe?
It's not one that I would ever go for, but like I get it. Like it's a classic, right? Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
What about a nice tomato soup, like a very what's the word? A silky tomato soup.
Now I'm gonna be a rebel here. I'm gonna say no. I think without like the accoutrement, without like a grilled cheese sandwich or something, what is the tomato soup really? Like, is it good on its own?
It's similar to the French onion because it needs something to make it
I almost think it needs something else to like fully enjoy it, which is a knock on it.
I agree. As a child, though, I would have said that it instantly goes in the no category, but as I've become an old man, like, the umami that you get from those tomatoes is pretty solid, but you need that sandwich for the crunch.
I would never just have tomato soup. Just drink some fucking tomato juice then. It's all you're doing.
Oh, he got you in the corner, man.
I know, like I'm at the edge of the world right now.
Got you in the corner like Matumbo.
You can't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, R.I.P. to
Dude, he's
Matumbo,
up there
man.
fucking stuffing Jesus. Like, you can't talk about Matumbo anymore.
Jesus, do you think Jesus plays basketball?
Oh, he balls.
Yeah, I agree. Jesus definitely seems like he'd be a basketball player,
Oh,
maybe a soccer player.
as compared to other sports, you mean? Like, what sport is
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
most likely to play?
exactly. What sport is the Son of God most likely to?
I don't. He wouldn't play anything like hockey or football or rugby. You know what
He
I
does
mean?
have the hockey hair though. He has hockey hair, but he could also be a soccer
I
player.
just don't. I think that's too like confrontational and violent.
Oh, for sure. But you could see him just like stuffing people, like flying
Yeah,
around.
that's how. I mean, that's how I imagine it. Just anytime I've ever thought about Jesus, I imagine him just like the ball in hand, playing like pickup
Maybe
on the street.
there's got to be some sort of connection between why LeBron James is so good at basketball and how his longevity of playing. Like maybe Jesus doesn't want to have to play against LeBron, so he has been keeping him alive for so long to
Oh
like
well,
play
he
basketball forever.
like he had to wait for Matumbo to go up there to like give him the techniques.
Yeah, he needed to learn how to beat LeBron James. Like LeBron James can't die until Jesus has learned how to beat him.
How many Jesus would it take to beat LeBron James?
Oh wow! Like is he allowed to cheat?
He is allowed to, but he won't because he's Jesus,
Okay,
right? Like
like
that's a
Jesus
trick.
and the
That's a
12
trick question.
disciples
Ooh,
versus
well, I don't think all 12 of them. I don't
LeBron.
think all 12 of them.
He brings up Judas. He gets Judas. Maybe that's like the big reveal at the end of the like third episode. Like Judas comes up from the Dark League. He knows he knows the dirty tricks. Like it's like in Slapshot when they're like, let's just play as dirty as possible. Like LeBron James is just kicking the apostles' asses and Jesus, and they're like, man, we need something. We need something to get us going here, boys. And Jesus is like, I know just the man. And he comes in, he's like swinging like his little bag of silver. He's like, oh, long time, long time no see, Jesus.
Oh man,
Gives him a
he
kiss on
has
the lip.
all the best like Roman techniques. Now that we're having this conversation, Jesse, imagine if instead of Space Jam 2 being the bad movie it was about LeBron
Oh,
James having to battle the 12 apostles in Jesus.
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking this whole time. Yeah, that's perfect. Like to get into heaven, or like there needs to be some sort of driving thing. Like maybe his son died and went to hell.
Oh shit, he's got to like win his soul.
He needs to get his son to heaven. Why did his son go to hell?
But
I
wait,
don't
then
know.
wouldn't he have to play the devil though?
I guess. Well, maybe he's in purgatory because he wasn't baptized,
Oh,
and so
okay.
he's just in the middle. And like Saint Paul or whoever is at the pearly gates is like, you can't get past. You know, no, no, no. LeBron's like, yo, like I challenge Jesus to basketball to see if my son can get into heaven.
As you do.
Gotta get out of here. Is there a way to get out of
I
here?
don't.
Like,
There's nowhere you can be safe. You just have to try to run, but it's gonna catch up.
how do you get out of that move?
I don't know. Like what? I'll listen to any suggestion you have for that, Jesse. Like, do you have any advice?
Maybe if you get really close.
Okay, I'll try that next time.
Like, because you can see there's like the bad area underneath, but maybe if you're closer, the long one won't hit you.
Oh, he's doing some. Oh fuck! I'm in hell. Can't leave.
In hell, like LeBron James' son.
Oh, he's in purgatory.
What, like, who else would come to this basketball game?
Just like what all of the
Because like,
dead
who's on
like.
LeBron James' team? Like, who's his team?
They can still. That can still be like the Toon Squad. They can still. You can still have the Looney Tunes. I think.
Oh yeah, you need some comedic relief. Like maybe also like Maybe it's all like the bad Looney Tunes that like need redemption, like they're in hell, and if they win, it's kind of
Now,
like a
okay.
Has Been Hotel situation. Like if
Okay,
they
Jesse,
win, they also get
I'm
to go
as
to
close.
heaven.
I feel like I was as close as I can get to the bad zone, and it got me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm so. Oh, this is the edge.
Oh
You can't
no!
go any farther.
Wait, that worked. It worked. It worked that time. It did
Something
work.
happened.
Oh, you have no more heals? No! Damn it! We're so close. I was like panicking. I was like, why isn't he healing? Shit. Fuck. How much crab do we have left?
Crab won't save you.
How much crab do we have left, Dad?
Crab won't save you, Jesse, from what we've got.
I can't even tell you what kind of damage he's doing because I don't know what that magic is. Like finger magic?
Jesse, I
Plus
just want to
10 to
know
sleight of hand.
who the bad Looney Tunes are.
Yeah, well, okay, so like a cursed Looney Tune. Like definitely
The
like the
Tasmanian
rapey
Devil.
skunk. Yeah, well, yeah, him definitely Taz. The rapey skunk that was canceled, like probably him,
Okay,
right?
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, because he's like rapey, right? Like he's
Yeah,
not
he is.
cool.
You
And
can't.
isn't there like a racist chicken?
Well, I say. You mean Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah, yeah. Is he racist or is it just?
I mean,
like
you
the
can't just
accent?
call Southern people racist. I don't.
There wasn't an episode where he like was like trying to
Statistically,
put on a Klan outfit or something.
statistically, he might be more likely to be a racist, but I don't think you can just assume that Foghorn Leghorn was in fact a racist chicken.
All right, I'm gonna Google most evil loony.
The Martian.
Oh yeah, he's pretty bad. Martian. Oh yeah, there's a fucking Reddit thread about this. The most evil Looney Tunes. Oh, this is dude. The Martian got #1. This was a poll. The Martian got 66 votes out of 159.
Can you
Dude, what
give
does
me?
the Martian do?
Can you end it? Can you do the bit? Isn't
I
he
want
like?
to know why the Martian's so evil.
I think he's trying to destroy the Earth or something.
Fuck that guy. All right, we're doing the talismans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I don't think we've done this one yet. And we picked it up last episode or so, and we just never talked about what it did. So I guess today's the day we get to figure out what this does.
The golden braid.
Yeah, it's America's hair. You picked it up from her house.
What did she do? She was like the golden orator. That seems like it'd be something stupid. I do more like divine damage, something like that.
Okay, you're on the right track. It's the strongest item against holy damage. It does the most damage resistance against holy damage.
Oh, okay. And that one is like a stick.
It's definitely a stick. Is it an American stick?
No, it isn't. Because America doesn't exist in this world, Jesse. Don't be stupid.
Okay.
It is like it's got to be like a magic, like a little magic stick. I feel like there's so much magic in this game that I just don't understand. It's a magic stick. It just does magic.
So we've never used one of these, but it's a sacrificial twig. Does that help you?
I don't know. Like whenever something bad happens, like it didn't actually happen, and you're okay.
Yeah, exactly. If you have that in your talisman slot and you die, you don't lose your runes, but the twig does break.
Oh, okay. So that's a
You
coward.
get
It's a
there's
coward's
like probably like
item.
yeah, there's probably like 10.
What did I just get
20 of them
27
to play
souls
through.
for?
I don't fucking know. Maybe that guy hit the button on his chair and he fell down. He fell down the hole.